Hey, it's the Scotch Test. There we go. Hey, it's the Scotch Test Dummies. I'm Bart.
Scott here.
We got Blue Run High Rye Bourbon. Kentucky Straight High Rye Bourbon Whiskey. I got it right. I was sure I got it wrong.
55.5% ABV.
Woo! Test it! Stumbling over to the rye and the bourbon and the high. Who? Wow.
Just wow, Scott.
Wow style. Well, yeah, it's the Blue Run Kentucky Straight High Rye Bourbon Whiskey.
I think it's just Blue.
55.5.
I think it's just Blue Run Kentucky Straight
Blue
Bourbon
Run
Whiskey.
Construction, but it says High Rye right there.
High rye.
High Rye. Sounds like you're
Rye.
Yeah, High Rye.
Oh,
What? You can't do that?
No.
You can't do that? There was a movie, though, where some guy used to talk. No?
Nope.
Okay. You can't. Oh, okay. I'm with you. You know what? I just remembered where it is. It's Raiders Lost Ark, I think. No. It could be. Yeah, because he's always calling him Indy. And it's the one that's the Temple of Doom. Or, yeah, I think that's it. I like that you just nope. No matter where you're going, just say High Rye, and there we go.
Yeah.
I do believe it's the Temple of Doom. All right, now I can smell some rye.
Still real.
Smells. Go ahead.
I was gonna say still real similar. We just looked at the Blue Run Rye, Golden Rye. Some similarities here. It's a lot more on the nose though, coming out of the glass. Probably the 55.5% ABV on this one. 111 proof.
I get a little more caramel on the nose here.
Yeah, it's still dusty though. It kind of has that similar
the
dusty
barn dust. So I'm nervous. I wasn't a big fan of the first one. So neat. I'll let you sniff again.
Yeah. Sorry, back from break.
Mm-hmm.
Had to take a little nap. Yeah, nice. I like the nose on this one. So
at the very first sip, I've got an oak stave, or like an oak chip in my mouth. Then I get a little bit of cola and some hints of pepper pop. I don't know what a pepper pop would be, but it's like cola with pepper. Not Dr. Pepper. Nope, I knew you were thinking it. This is more like his cousin, who's just like Plumber Pepper.
I like the oak up front. I was going to say right away, too, more spice on this one. Peppery spice than there was on the rye.
Yes.
Right up front. Caramels.
Yeah.
Almost.
Caramels.
So when I first opened this as well, I'm getting a little bit here. Almost a maltiness, or like you're standing in a field of grains.
There is 5% malted barley.
They've got the mash bill on the back. 65% corn, 30% rye, and 5% malted barley. And it's almost like that malted barley is shining, is kind of coming through a little bit.
Right. And definitely a little bit more of that pepperiness, which I lean toward in my ryes at 55.5 ABV.
Mm-hmm.
Now, it still leaves me a little bit antiseptic in the finish.
Antiseptic?
Mm-hmm. So, I mean, it doesn't finish for me in like a sweet caramel. It finishes almost like that alcohol antiseptic flavor, which is odd for me. I get a little bit of the popcorn finish. Maybe water will change it. And it could be that high ABV that's influencing
Been
that.
a little tongue-tied today.
A little bit.
What was you doing with that tongue?
I think the mustache is getting in the way. Is drooping. So I was tying cherry little things.
Now that you say cherries, a little bit of cherry cola on the palate. Dusty, little astringent, not too bad. Oaks, peppers. Slight, I'm looking for the usual amount of caramels and brown sugars.
Not really.
I know, a little bit of cinnamon.
Mm-hmm.
You know, a lot of those usual bourbon notes aren't here. I like the palate on this one a lot better than I do the rye.
I like it better than that. Yes.
That's probably the 55% compared to the 47.
Maybe. And I think the malted barley that's showing up here, and I do get a little bit of that corn, kettle corn kind of finish, but it's still very dry and astringent on the finish.
I have to wonder what kind of corn they're using, and maybe this is a different corn where you're just not quite given that corn bourbon notes that we're used to. Maybe it's I'm just throwing this out there. Maybe it's a white corn. Maybe it's a, bloody butcher corn. Maybe it's
that would be good if it was bloody butcher.
Along those lines. Not just maybe it's some special breed of yellow corn.
Sure. Yeah, it's the yellow 72. 72 Omaha. Sorry. Felt like I was calling a play. All right, so I will score it if you're ready.
Yes.
All right. 84. 2 ahead of where its little sister was.
88. I was debating 88 or 89. I thought if I got to think that much about it, 88. Okay. I like this one better in the rye. Great palate on this one. Better mouthfeel.
Still leaving me a little lackluster, though. Maybe it's the astringent finish. I don't know. I was high hopes. I love a high rye bourbon. So I was expecting a little more. So price on this one. It's probably got to be even more than 100.
95. 90 or 95. Yeah, it was cheaper than the rye. Yep. So a better buy.
Really? At 55.5. And it came in cheaper, and it's got a cool little gold.
I do. I like the bottling design. We talked about that a little bit with the rye. It's a pretty bottle. Yeah. I do like the little medallion, the butterfly medallion that's on the front. It's nice, good looking bottle. It's still pricey, but good, better.
Ooh yeah.
I would pick up another one of these before I picked up another rye for $100.
I'd pass on both. I'm glad I tried them.
But you got to buy one. Which one do you buy them?
This one.
There you go.
Yeah.
Oh, so water, two rounds of water now. I can tell the ABV is lower, but now some of those brown sugars and caramels are starting to show, and it's actually kind of, I think, opening it up a little bit now. So, yeah. Go to ScotchTestDummies.com. You can pick up coins, hats, shirts, glasses, all kinds of stuff. It helps keep the lights on, helps keep the whiskey coming.
And the big helper is Patreon. So if you like what we're doing, if we're entertaining at all, you can go to Patreon, look up ScotchTestDummies.com. You can support for as little as $1 a month. That's nothing. Come on. You spend more than that on your coffee.
Yep. I bought some socks this weekend, $12.
Holy moly. If you gave us $12,
could have been supporting us.
It's like you buying a pair of socks every month. Those are some special socks. Just one set?
It was six pairs.
6. I thought maybe you got some.
They were on clearance, actually.
Under Armour, stretchy, keep you cold in the summer socks.
Adidas.
Wow, you're into that. Scotch It. You Scotch guys.
Cilantro. Dummies. We're not getting paid by Adidas.
Nope.